So here we are at Karnak in Luxor, in the upper part of Egypt. As you can see, the group is wandering around this extremely fantastic historical site. We're having so much fun today, and even though the heat is rather intense, we have made it out here, and it is the opportunity of a lifetime to come and see this historical site. If you can see, we can look through these ways. We have these walls with the pictographs and the hieroglyphics. To really experience this, you have to come here, and you have to see it for yourself. It's not something that you can really explain in a picture or even in video, but as we look, you can see the different cartouches, various different relics that we have here, different obelisks. We have all sorts of things that people have been coming and seeing all day. Thousands of people make their way to this particular site on a regular basis. And we were fortunate enough to see ourselves. Because of the revolution, not too many people have made it out to this particular place. So we are fortunate enough to be in an area where it wasn't so crowded. You can see the different areas here. Here we have different mummified bodies. We can tell that they're mummified by their feet standing together, and the key of life in their hands, showing that they are, in fact, embracing immortality. Here we have the obelisk of Hatshepsut. Hatshepsut was one of the pharaohs of ancient Egypt. She ruled with her husband until he died, and then she ruled with her son. She was one of the most rich pharaohs of the new kingdom. Here we go, we're making our way out this way. She was in fact so rich, they were discussing that she had planned to make an obelisk entirely out of gold, but it couldn't be done because it's ridiculous. So, but regardless, we have many different obelisks that we're fortunate enough to see here today. If you look up top, you can see the different pictographs of different gods and different pharaohs of this time, patron gods of this particular area. You can also see here different workers. These were not nobles, these were warriors. You can see their shields right here. And it shows the different aspects of what was important in ancient Egyptian life. War making, and also they were very much an agrarian society. This was a cosmopolitan area of the ancient Egyptians. They would come here for worship and also for shopping. It was the capital of all of Egypt, both upper and lower. Here we can see the different obelisks as you're coming out. On top, you can see the lotus blossom, which was the symbol of Upper Egypt, which we are currently in. Various different parts of the area, if you look at the different hieroglyphs, you can see also the bee, which is also a part of, which I'll show you here in a bit. The bee, which is a part of also Upper Egypt. There's certain symbols that show different parts of whether, what area you're in, and there are different patrons for certain, patron gods that is, for certain areas here. We look down, you can see this area. It's really fantastic. These particular obelisks were made with stone and one at a time, not to be confused with the obelisks that are back here. The obelisks were made with a single stone, as you can see. And if you turn here, you can see that these particular ones were made with different stones. They were built up, and then the different kinds of art you see over here on these obelisks were made from top to bottom. You can see here, we have the symbol of the bee. You see it? symbol of the bee, which is also another symbol of Upper Egypt. So, looking at the different patrons, different artifacts, looking at the different things is when we can find out what things they were talking about, where you were. You can also see, I've seen several pictures of pharaohs that have both the crown of Upper and Lower Egypt, which was really important because it was only the really rich kings and the really well endowed militaristically that could rule both Upper and Lower Egypt at the same time because it's such a vast area. So, what did you say? Okay.